Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. All right, hey, if you're new here, it's totally free. Subscribe, hit the like button for post notifications. Hey, thanks to all my recently new subscribers, and also, hey, I just want to say thanks to everybody who came out to the channel, the live stream earlier this morning. So thanks a lot for that, and shouts out to all the Patreon members that came through. All right, let's get right on to it. So we got Bitcoin at 84,700. Excuse me, 84,764. Ethereum at 1,580. It looked like it just dipped back below 1,600. So we got, all right, XRP is at $2.06. It's been trading flat, and Solana is at 133. It's up almost 19% for the 7 day. All right, let's check out the fear and greed. All right, we got fear and greed at 30. Okay, fear and greed at 30. Altcoin index is at 17,100. Let me see here. CMC 100, 161. And we got the total cryptocurrency market cap at 2.67 trillion. All right, let's get right on to it. Okay, time to cover the elephant in the room. All right, let's do it. So Sora, or ticker symbol XOR, man, we are back to, it looks like, I'm gonna refresh the screen because the price changes all the time. All right, it's currently right now sitting at 14 zeros 41. Now, what's crazy is, like I said, the price movement for this coin is very volatile. It moves pretty fast, whether it's going up or down. Everybody who's in a coin knows that. Okay, let's go back to coin market cap right quick and look at the. I just like to use coin market cap to look at the actual the chart. Right, pull up that chart for today. Okay. By the way, that price on CoinMarketCap is not accurate. If anybody been looking at it on CoinMarketCap, it's a lag. Definitely look at it on CoinGecko. You get the most recent updated price on it. The one on CoinMarketCap is not accurate. I follow CoinGecko's price. All right, let's get right onto it. So today was really a wild ride. I actually, I thought we were going to head back down to 15 zeros, but we actually let me see here, looking at that 1 day chart. So we were here 14,063. We came all the way down to 14,022, I believe. Yeah, I believe we came all the way down to 22. Um, there's been some, I guess I'll say that there's been some rumors. They're talking about, oh, they're printing more tokens or they're minting. Like I said, they're not. I don't believe they're printing any more of these tokens. I know we're at 339. Um, Go back to CoinGecko. We're at about 339 E. Um, and I believe that's 339. I'm not sure if that's cotillion, but there's a lot of coins, But like I said before, the tokenomics is deflationary now. Deflationary, which means they're burning on the network. When they do the transactions on the network, they're burning. So it's called, they did the upgrade to V3. I'm going to try to cover more of that in another video about their tokenomics and the V3 and what they, this could also explain why the price went from $900 all the way down to where it is today. It was something about their reserve, their backup reserve in their economy or something like that that caused the price to crash really big over the last few years. But now from what I heard, they corrected it. They're using like three phases, like phase one, phase two, and phase three. But I'm gonna cover more of that in another video. I was reading about that last night. So yes, I'm doing my research on what they're doing behind the scenes, but it looks like they do have a good plan of what they're doing. But it's called, long story short, is they upgraded to V3, so their tokenomics is deflationary, where on the Sora network, when transactions are being processed, it's being burned. So Sora is definitely being burned. I don't know what kind of FUD people still trying to spread or whatever. But anyways, man, we went on a little roller coaster ride today, man. We went all the way down to 14 zeros, I think 22 or 23 or something like that. And now we're back up to, like, we went back up, looked like 41. Um, so yeah, let's see what happens. There's rumors of a crypto pump this weekend. Let's see. We got, Bitcoin went up to 85K, went over 85K, and Ethereum hit 1600 again. So we're definitely going to see what happens. I do believe we're definitely in altcoin season. We're at that beginning stage, right before the crypto market really goes, goes parabolic. But anyways, I still have 100% conviction on Sora. I've been buying the dips for the last, uh, couple of days now. But anyway, Sora, um, of course, there's still going to be some FUD negativity and on court market cap, saying they're just going to dump on us and stuff like that. But like I said, everybody who bought in back when it was like, especially when it was all the way down to 15 zeros 20, everybody who was buying in, man, we're all still in the green. So I know we took a hard dip today, the last couple of days, especially today, early overnight, we took a hard dip, but ironically, we're still in the green. We're still up. So I'm not complaining. Granted, yeah, I could have took profits at when we burned that zero, got the 13 zeros. I could have took profits, and waited for it to come back down. But it's crypto. Hey, I didn't, what if I took profits and then it kept going? But it's crypto. That was the decision I made. I didn't. But at the end of the day, I'm still in the profits from over a week. But that's how it goes sometimes in crypto. But yeah, yeah, I know there's some people who probably, took profits when we got the 13 zeros, which is smart. Nothing against them. That was smart, because we did dip hard. Like I said, I thought we were heading back down to 15 zeros. We still could, but we'll see what happens. But we definitely went on a roller coaster. But the fact that we went from 14 zeros like 22 all the way back to 41, that's a good sign. So it looked like it probably found a new bottom. Sora possibly found a new bottom at 14 zeros, you know, 22, just like we were at 15 zeros, 22. And then we came all the way up. We burnt two zeros, got up to 14 zeros. Then we went all the way up to the 15 zeros, excuse me, the 13 zeros. So this is definitely unpredictable. Like I said, I'm locked and loaded. I'm holding long term anyways. I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, I'm locked and loaded. I'm holding a nice amount of it. But yeah, tell me what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, post notifications. Let's go to the community here, see what they're talking about. It says Fusters still fudding, trying to get you to sell because they missed the boat. Now they realize and want to buy at a lower price. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. You know, I know there's some people who do want it to go back to 15 zeros, which I actually thought it was today, but it didn't. We came close. We could have went down the way this coin is moving. We could have went down to back down to like 15 zeros. We could have, we didn't. Just like when we were down to 15 zeros 20. After I had bought more at 15 zeros 20, we could have tanked more. It could have dumped more and went back down to like 16 zeros, but it didn't. We didn't go to 16 zeros. It just shows that crypto is unpredictable. We went all the way up. We went all the way up to 13 zeros and we had lost another zero. But yeah, it looks from the way things are looking, it looked like 14 zeros, 22 or whatever look like that could be the new bottom, guys. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not an expert, but that could be the bottom. Just the way we bounced off that, and we came all the way back up to 40, 14 zeros, 41, 40, 41 or whatever. But let's see what happens overnight. Maybe we can see a pump overnight. Earlier, the market was going up. Bitcoin and ETH was in the green earlier, but Sora was going down. But it looked like, safe to say, it looked like Sora is definitely moving on its own now. Definitely looked like it's moving. Okay, it says holders have increased in the last. Okay, check this out. Holders have increased in the last 2 weeks from 19K to 21,238. That's pretty good. All right, so we got more holders. It says buying trillions, quadrillions of tokens, plus the existing holders are filling their bags as well. So imagine the impact of being oversold. Exactly, we were way oversold. Definitely, man. Whoever wrote this, you're definitely right, man. More people is buying into Sora. Definitely. Alrighty, so look here. Oh, let me see something right quick. It says SOAR price prediction for 2025. According to SOAR prediction 2025, our prediction suggests that SOAR price will fluctuate with a range of about 0.00000 whatever minimum to 694 maximum. Additionally, based on technical analysis and price movements, the average trading price of SOAR is expected to be around 423 in 2025. Huh? Is he saying 425 a coin? I don't think he meant a coin. Um, 423, 423 and 98 cents in 2025. Below our detailed predictions, below our detailed predictions for each month of the year. Okay, I don't got time to look at all that. All right, but yeah, man, our community's growing. Despite the FUD, I believe these guys really have a plan. It says research XOR source token, introducing a cutting edge economic model that dynamically adjusts supply to match user demand, aiming to foster a more flexible and community driven financial ecosystem. Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. This person wrote, I view Sora like the real life economy, company, and banking, and the fundamental analysts value investing. Some fundamentally strong company even chose not to share uh, dividend and focus more on their development. Looks like they ignore their shareholders. On the contrary, the company who need more fund will release big dividend to attract more investors. Same like the banks who need more money will increase interest rate to attract fund, but smart long-term investors know which company and bank to invest, and more cautious to those generally share big dividend and high interest rate. All right, I highly believe this is one of those plays where it's going to be long term. People who's going to hold this long term over the next year, whatever. I'll say it over the next 6, 7, 8, even 9 months, going into 2026. We're definitely going to get paid off despite the FUD. People trying to bring up FUD about printing tokens or the liquidity. I'm just going to write this out, man. I'm going to write this out. I'm going to be holding this at least until like by the end of the year, you know, definitely. Of course, I maybe take little profits on the way. And of course, we're going to, we're going to get price dips on the, even if let's say we do get a major pump again, right? I could, take some profits off the table, wait for the price to come back down, just like it recently did, right? Because you got to look, man, we pumped over 3,000% over this past week and a half, right? So yeah, it is smart to take a little profits off the table, wait for the price to come back down, and then buy back in for cheaper. Now at that point, now you're holding a lot more tokens than what you originally held, right? When it did a massive pump. So me personally, I think what I'm going to do if we get I think in the near future we're going to get another major pump. Whether it's a 2,000% pump or 1,000% pump, whatever. Maybe we'll see another 3,000% pump. Who knows? But I'm definitely going to take a little, pay myself, take some profits off the table, wait for the price to come back down, buy back in. I think safe to say that'll be a safe way to play it. There's different ways to come at this, but either way, go. I'm hold. This is definitely a long term play hold for me. Definitely, millionaires will definitely get printed in this cycle. Alrighty, but anyways, um, you know, we're definitely going to see what's going to happen here. Okay, this person is saying, unfortunately, these idiots are going to print tokens again. They want to print 30,000 quadrillion tokens. Everyone is selling their tokens, and that is why the price is dropping. Mikado and his team know that even the smallest token printing will drastically lower the price. Unfortunately, like I said, a long-term holder won't even worry about, even if they are printing a little bit more tokens. I'm not worried because I'm a long-term holder. So yeah, um, I plan on holding this for the next all the way up until 2026 if I have to. But yeah, but I think honestly that recent big pump we just had, I think that was just a taste of what to come. My personal opinion, that was just a taste. But anyways, I guess some people can't handle the price movement, but it's not for everybody, the way it's how volatile it is. Definitely not definitely not for everybody. Um, but yeah. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for tuning. See what they're saying right here. Just like 2 zeros gone. And just like that, 2 zeros gone. Thanks to those who created a positive community here, even though the Telegram is long gone. Let's see how far we go. Is this the repeat of April 2021? Possibly. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, post notifications. If you're new here, if you ever checked out the Patreon, yeah, definitely get over to the Patreon, um, and come sign up. We're doing we got it cracking over on Patreon, man. We got our chat group. I got back-to-back videos over here as well, that I cover different projects. Hey, only 15 bucks. Definitely get over to the Patreon. The link is going to be in the description. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys tonight on the live stream. Let's go Sora. Let's go Sora. This is definitely a long-term hold. I'm excited. We definitely went on a roller coaster today, but that's how this coin moves. But we're back up to 1440. But anyways, guys, see you guys tonight. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, I'm gone. Peace.